Splendour first or intro first? What do you think? I can see myself. Hey.
Oh, in this right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Intro first. What do you
Intro.
mean? Like
Welcome. Yeah, welcome to episode of Just a Tip. I'm joined with me, as always, by Matthew, and just Matthew this week. Ben is running late or not coming. Don't know. Difficult to pin down. You'd think after we had such a stellar episode last week, you'd want to follow up strong, but here we are. Welcome to all the new viewers if you're coming back. Appreciate it. We always have a really good episode and a really shit one, so strap yourselves in.
Yeah, this is feeling like for me personally, might be a shit one. I want to extend my appreciation for everyone who watched the video last week. Most watched video in the history of the channel.
Let's go.
I don't have a soul right now.
Yeah, how was Splendour? Tell me about it.
Let me just put it on some lip balm. Yeah, it was something.
You never get to do the bits.
I trust this ain't a bit. It's like half a bit.
All right.
But I do feel like that. Yeah, I think I might have to retire.
Did you get laid from Splendour? You're gonna wait. We'll get back to that first question. You're gonna retire from Splendour?
Mm-hmm.
I was
jealous.
Might
be the end.
I was jealous that I didn't go. It was a shit lineup this year. You know, it wasn't.
It's never shit. It's never shit. That's what the noobs say. I'm sorry, Mike, but that's what the noobs say.
What do you say to
the noobs? Say that they see the three headliners and they're like, "Oh, I don't know them. All music is for young people, and I'm old." Mm-hmm. And then you go down the fucking list, and then you go on Spotify, and then you listen to all the bands that you don't know, and then you discover your new favorite band, and you go see them, and they're even better. And all of a sudden, boom, you're getting $1,000 worth of concerts in 3 days for $500 plus drinks.
Yeah, well, that's probably a good point. You're right. I mean, I guess I don't hate Lizzo. Just the idea of Lizzo existing brings a cold chill to my back. Like, she's a little bit grotesque, but not physically, just spiritually grotesque. I feel.
What's the matter with you? Or can you just enjoy just like being happy?
I don't like it. I don't like the way she did a shoey. That was bad. But I think I would see the yeahs. I'd see King Giz, Smith Street Band, Royal Otis. Is that how I say it? Mm-hmm. Was it the Dune Rats' last show ever? You didn't go to the Dune Rats' last show ever?
No, I was there. I just don't remember them saying that. It may have been. I don't know. I know it was one of the dudes from Skeg's last show.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was Skeg's. I'm not sure. Like, Skeg's and Dune Rat, are they different bands?
They're different bands, but they're in the same area on the spectrum.
Did you see Barming Tiger?
No, I was elsewhere for them.
They look like a bit of me. Barming Tiger. What about Big Wet?
No, didn't see Big Wet. I was elsewhere.
Delwater Gap and Royale Otis, some of my favorite bands, so I would have seen them as well. Artists, rather.
Yeah.
So so it was good. Did you get laid?
Listen, I didn't get laid. All right. Good. But here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm great at planting the seed in the conversation.
Yeah.
Like I'm amazing at starting the convo. I couldn't tell you how many convos I started with cute girls at Splendour. I'm just incapable of watering the seed after I've planted the seed, if that makes sense.
You're a seed planter. Yeah.
I planted the seed, and then the conversation gets to a certain point where I'm like, well, bye.
Yeah.
But
like Johnny Appleseed, you just plant the seed and then just fuck off to the other side of the country, which I think is the story of Johnny Appleseed. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong.
I don't know who that is. I may have met him on the weekend, but it was a really good weekend. I just want to say this: I ingested a lot of things, and today I'm still feeling pretty shit. But yesterday, ooh,
Not good?
That drive from Mitch and I back to the Gold Coast was a fucking terrifying experience.
Really?
Just Mitch was in a worse state than me, driving up the M1, and there was so much traffic. There was a crash.
There's
and
always a Splendour crash.
His hands were gripped on that steering wheel, just trying to keep it together.
Oh, bless.
It was a good time.
Is Splendour is it a young person's game, or is it like is it a millennials game sort of thing? Would you say you were one of the oldest people there?
Definitely in the campsite.
Campsite? Like, it was all young people stuff in the campsite?
I met 4 different groups on each 4 sides of us.
Yeah.
Average age, I'd say 20, 21. There was one big group of people. It was his 21st birthday. His name's, shout out to Monty, MVP. And then the other girls on this side, they were all 20. There was a group on this side with a relationship which was potentially falling apart.
Yes.
And I may not have helped in the destruction of that relationship.
Well, if you see a fire, you can only fan it, right?
Yeah, I was just getting drunk and just asking them very in-depth questions about why they like each other, and their answers were coming up were really bad. But shout out to those guys.
Well, they're young, you know.
And then on the other side was some people who brought a big jug of pre-sliced oranges, and they didn't say how old they were, but they looked about 21. So. Yeah,
so it's a young man's game.
I think it's a young man's game if you're camping.
Okay.
And that's one of the reasons why I might be retiring.
Yeah, probably time to hang it up.
Yeah.
Do you want to get into some accountability? We got a sorry boys from Ben. I guess that means he's not coming. I guess.
Sorry boys.
Sorry boys. Let's get into some accountability. We all had the Dragons. That was pretty fucking close, right? Other than Lachlan, you didn't watch any of these. Hey, you were out the entire weekend. Let me tell you, it's pretty close. I was in and out of this poo singer.
I was in the ethereal plane while these games were occurring.
Yeah, very good. The Wars came back in Golden Point. Sean Johnson kicked a field goal. It was very nice. The Raiders were down by like 16 points, and I went and had a shower. And when I got out of the shower, my phone was blowing up. I was like, "What the hell?" And I went down. It was in Golden Point, and just as I got down, I was still in my towel. Sean Johnson kicked the field goal. I was like, "Oh well, I'm glad I rushed." The next game, I was absolutely, after I'd showered, I was fucking. I drank a lot, and I don't smoke a lot of weed anymore, and I might have greened out during this game.
Really?
I had the Rabbitohs. You had the Broncos. Well done. Benjamin had the Rabbitohs, though. Suck a dick, Benjamin. Rabbitohs looked good. It looked good for the first half, but yeah, the Broncos ran away with it at the end. Did you happen to see Reece Walsh backflip?
Yeah, I've seen the highlights. I believe also Katoni Staggs did backflip.
Yeah, Katoni Staggs' backflip was a little tighter. I liked Reece Walsh's better. It was a little more flamboyant. He did proceed to vomit behind the goalpost for like anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes. He was out of play for 3 to 5 minutes.
After he backflipped.
After he did a backflip, like immediately. I thought he had like pulled his rib or something. I thought he had done serious injury to himself. Funniest fucking thing I'd ever seen, if so. Wow. But yeah, he was just puking. Like I think it's just an aerobic thing.
Yeah, motion sickness.
Maybe. It was very funny. I thought he got taken off. But I looked back at the stats, and he played the full 80, so he must have just vomited at the back there. You good? You got somewhere to be? What's doing?
No, it's just one of those Tinder notifications, but it's just one of them ads where it's just like, you haven't been on Tinder for a while. Would you like to swipe?
That's good. You should mute those.
Yeah.
Next game was rough. I'm so glad Ben's not here. Chooks for the Titans. You guys took the Chooks. I took the Titans. What was I thinking?
What were you thinking?
It was bad. We left with 20 minutes to go to beat the traffic. So we didn't get to see the last couple of Titans tries. Thankfully left early though. But the Titans W got up that day. That was fun. We were literally everybody in our comp was on the Storm. See, that's kinky. Everybody in our comp was on the Storm. The Knights put Christian Welch in his fucking place. Suck a
Huge
fucking
upset.
dick. I mean, this is why we need the RLPA and the NRL to come to an agreement so journalists can just absolutely fucking feed it to Christian Welch.
Yeah.
Good for the Knights fans. Must be nice having like a underdone team that beats the, gets the upset. Must be nice.
Good for them. I saw a couple highlights of that one. Saw Tyson Gamble getting up to his old tricks, just being a fucking cunt. He's what that team needs.
I was at Rabina Pavilion getting yelled at by Elliot at this point, I think, and then
he'll do that.
And I didn't think we'd be staying for both games, but we did stay for the Cowboys Eels game. We were all on the doys. That wasn't in question. I was watching the AFL at that point. Shout out to Collingwood. Panthers beat the Bulldogs. Fuck the Dogs, never stood a chance. And here's another upset of the week. We had Manly defeat the Sharks.
Yeah.
You're the bird.
Cronulla.
What's happening?
Going on?
We should check the judiciary. Did Nico Hines get? If Nico Hines gets banned for a couple of games,
I think he just got fined.
Thank fucking God, because that was a game. I think a game-winning try that he went up and like tried to fucking punch on with a touchy. Probably not, but he did.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
I'm gonna take a little lozenge if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine. Commit to the bit. It's fine. Yeah. It's quiet. It feels quiet without Ben.
Yeah. The energy's down.
Energy's down. I'm sure. I mean, usually I'm the down energy one, and I feel like I'm pepped. I'm pepped now. Oh.
But man, right. I had a good week on the tips. I'm climbing our competition ladder.
If Ben was here, I'd ask him whether or not he's scared of you, and I think his answer would be nonchalant. What would his answer be? He'd be like, "Nah, it's pretty much in the bag at this point."
He'd say that. He'd say that, but then he would try to lead us astray with tipping, as he's done for the last couple of weeks, tipping teams and then flipping.
Oh, he loves a flip.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he tipped the Tigers last week.
Yeah, he did. He flipped.
It flipped.
I feel like, what the hell? I feel like a bit of my shirt is wet and it keeps touching my nipple, but I can't I can't feel the wet spot.
Ghost moisture. That's what they call that.
Ghost moisture. You have a bit of that Splendour?
I'm gonna have to write ghost moisture down.
Yeah.
Fuck, I take notes. God damn it.
God damn it, it's hard. It's looking like the NRL players are going to be boycotting the Dally M Awards night this year if they don't come to some sort of agreement beforehand. And you know what I see here? I see 3 horny little boys reaching out to NRL and NRLW players and asking them to come on down to the Circuit Awards, where we appreciate you and everything that you do and accept your golden Circuit.
Yes, and for that matter, on that thought, don't watch any of our old videos.
Please no.
Before this one,
you should archive
because but you don't need to watch it because we've said nothing but good things about so many of you. Reece Walsh, Cody
Ramsey, Zach Lomax, basically the entire Dragons team. Manly
nothing
team,
but good things.
The entire 2021 Manly team, maybe round 17, maybe.
Oh yeah, during the thing,
the thing, yeah,
the thing, yeah. The freedom.
How quickly NRL forgets
speech.
Yeah,
yeah, that's right. That seems so long ago now.
It's a revolving door, the NRL.
But yeah, we'll host it. We'll give out our awards. One of our awards is for our least favorite player.
Who do you think who is front runner for your least favorite player right now?
This year? I don't know. Good question.
I think to bring him back up again, Reece Walsh, pretty fucking hateable.
Yeah, because he was mouthing off a lot during Origin, and that wasn't great for me.
It's the me being a New South Wales supporter and him being a Queensland player and a Broncos player and just being a mouthy little cunt. Although I do love that. I love that about him. I don't want him to stop, so I don't know. It's kind of hard.
It's good for the content. He understands content, Reece Walsh.
He does. He's good. Charlie Staines is back. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Just saw his name there. Wow.
But yeah, if they boycott the Dally M's, that'd be sad because I think my boy SJ's on track for his first, I think first ever. He's won a Golden Boot
I
before.
think so. I briefly
But
I looked through it last week, didn't I? And yeah, I don't think I saw SJ's name. Just Cameron
yeah, because
Smith all the time.
back in the day, was it 2003 when Craig Gower would have won if they'd
Yeah.
gone ahead? And you know, who remembers Craig Gower?
Not me.
Not this guy.
Oh, you know, speaking of old players, fucking Anthony Minicello was at the game the other day.
Was
Like,
he?
remember when, you know, the spot where Cam Smith sat that one time?
Mm.
Really close to us with his family? Anthony Minicello was right there. I should have gone and gotten a photo. I didn't. He was looking so hot. He was in like a grey sweater, just looking hot as fuck. Bless him. You call him the Count? How dare you?
The Count.
He does look like the Count.
That was his nickname.
Nickname.
Yeah, no, I'm fucking. Let me drink some more of this water.
Also, and the last bit of news, I only had 3 bits of news and we covered Reece Walsh's backflip. The last bit of news is Daine Laurie is returning to the Panthers for 1 season next year. Good. I thought he was really good in that Tigers-Dragons game. I thought he was one of the bright spots in that Tigers team. Yeah. Shout out to Daine Laurie. Write him down.
Good for you, Daine Laurie. Go. I'm writing him down.
Get in the thumbnail there, Daine. One of my favorite players.
Yeah, he got a nice little mustache on him. I feel like if I saw Daine Laurie at Splendour wearing like a floral shirt, I would be surprised. He's kind of got that hipster face.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised seeing him at Splendour. He'd be upset to miss the Thursday night. He'd have to play. You know, he's been playing with Reggie's for ages. There's probably punishment for him for celebrating the Panthers grand final win last year. This is it. You got to play the weekend of Splendour. Sorry, Daine.
Yeah, sorry. He would have been there otherwise.
You miss out on the Thursday night TP Forest action. Bless. Did you hit up TP Forest?
Good question. Did I go to TP Forest?
You do. You go to TP on the Thursday.
I don't think I did. My itinerary was full. I will tell you that much.
Okay.
But I don't think I was there.
Did anyone go hard on the Thursday out of you, Mitch, Lyle, and Lily? Anyone go too hard? I
think I probably went the hardest on the Thursday, but it still wasn't. I've actually got I've got a funny photo. I'll put it up now.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, look at me. I'm an absolute drongus. Who put that piece of lettuce in my mouth? I don't know. You'll see it later.
Who was and yeah, maybe label this as Splendour Chat Part 2. Who was the best artist?
That's another great question. I thank you for asking me. The best artist was probably King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Thought you might say that.
I know that it's on brand with me to say that, but you talk to the other guys and gal in the crew, I think they may, apart from Lily, they may say the same thing. They were just so fucking professional, and the mosh was pumping. Also, Idols were really good.
Idols, okay,
and
cool. Did you see Smith Street Band?
No Smith Street.
That's where I would have been on the Sunday. I was looking at it because as it was going on, I was looking at the schedule and being like, who's playing right now? I wonder where the guys are at. And Sunday, I would have just been at the GW McLennan tent all day. It was like back-to-back bands that I love.
Actually, I tell you what, who was actually really good was Mumford and Sons.
Okay, they were the closer, right?
They closed on the Sunday night, and it's funny because my first ever Splendour was 2010, and they played that one. So would it be just spectacular if that was the very last one? I'll tell you this right now, and I'm not ashamed to admit this. I was crying. There was a moment I was in the mosh where I was watching them play and just remembering stuff, and I was like, fuck, if this is my last one, this is a moment to go out on.
You were on pharmaceuticals?
Not that day. just alcohol that day. Yeah, no, the Sunday morning come down was so brutal where I was like, fuck, I don't think I can go do another one. Let me just be nice to my body on this day.
Well, yeah, I mean, you see Mums and Sons at the first one, you see them at the last one. It's poetic. It's poetry. It rhymes.
Bookends. All right, let's go back to some footy chat.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
How did you sneak in your drinks and drugs?
Oh, how did I sneak in that? Well, in Mitch's car, you can lift up the seats.
Okay.
And there's little compartments underneath that I think are supposed to be for the gear if your car breaks down. You know, the fucking pump and the schmong and the whatever it's called. But we just put our shit in there, wrap it up in tea towels, and then I just have put my pharmaceuticals. Just tucked them in a shoe, hid them away.
Okay.
They didn't. When we were camping, security were coming through, checking the campsites. Usually they check the car when you come in, but this time they waited till you were all set up to then come through. And we saw them coming down the lane, and we were like, well, I don't think they're allowed to check our campsite if we're not here.
Yeah,
so we just walked off for a couple hours. Came back and they were gone.
That's not bad. Even like checking while you are there, like what are they going to do? Kick you out? Leave your car? Leave all your shit?
No, they just fine you. They just take all your shit and then they let you stay there.
Okay, they just take all your alcohol and drugs.
One of our neighbors, they lost all their shit because they had just had like one loose can rolling around in their car, then they turned their whole campsite upside down.
Oh, that sucks.
But that's a fucking rookie mistake.
How kids, if you're watching, the way I hid my pharmaceuticals on my festivals is that I put them in a little Ziploc bag and put them in a big thing of shampoo. That's what I do. You zip them up in a little bag, get all the air out, put them in your shampoo, shake it up. Dog can't smell it. No one's going to look inside your shampoo, inside your little fucking toiletry bag. Easy breezy. Easy breezy.
Great idea. Great idea.
Should we get some footy chat?
Yeah, right.
Thursday night game. We've got the Broncos versus the Little Roosties. Broncos are the favourites. Broncos at home. Roosters coming off a good win. The Roosters may or may not be back in form against beating underdone Titans. They kind of put the cue in the rack in the second half. Yeah, I'm probably going to take the Broncos here. What does your drug-addled, sick Splendour mind think of this matchup?
Here's what I think. Yeah, the Roosters may be coming into a bit of form. I think that break for Tedesco is probably good. He got a bit of heat for that, but it is only the Titans. But yeah, Broncos, I think they've lost Jesse Arthurs to suspension, so Mariners on the wing. Also Tapau suspended, but they get Flegler back. So
Tapau,
my apologies. For lifting the knee, I believe.
Yeah,
when he was coming in
and
running in, lift the knee.
Interesting choice.
But yeah, interesting choice. But yeah, Flegler's back. So yeah, I mean, I think you got to go with the Broncos here. I think this game's at the Gabba. So
probably, yeah. FIFA's on at the moment.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, yeah. Roosters had a win. They may be able to pick up some steam, but I'm not going to bet against Brisbane here. They've been in good form. I think last week, before Latrell got pulled out of that Rabbitohs game, that the Rabbitohs were favourites with the betting agencies, and I don't understand why they would. Brisbane deserved to be favourites in that game. Anyways, I'll say Broncos win by 10 points in this. Oh no, I've just broken one of my flowers.
Fair. Where'd you get that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've had I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. No further questions. All right, that's fine.
No, I actually don't.
It's next question I've got. Next game we've got the Tigers versus the Rabbitohs. Rabbitohs paying $1.07. Yikes. Tigers $8.60. That's pretty generous. Is this more or less the same? No, we've got Charlie Staines coming back in. Daine Laurie retains his spot at 6. Luke Brooks is back. Shout out.
Brooks is back.
He's going to hurt himself before going to Manly next year. Yeah, Appy's there. Thank God John Bateman plays. Pole? Did Pole play last week? Probably. Yeah, it looks like he did. I don't know. Yeah.
But
No,
Latrell's back for the Rabbitohs
Chunk.
officially now, I think.
I think Chonk is 100% going to be playing this game. It's going to be a good warm-up game. What are the Rabbitohs doing for the rest of the season? Can they make the 8? Because they've fallen out. The Cowboys have taken their spot in the 8, and the Eels are just fucking hanging on. So let's see, what are the Rabbitohs doing for the rest? They've got Tigers, Sharks, Dragons, Knights, bye, then Roosters. Yeah, they might just hang on. And I think they win this one, and they win well. Sorry, I should have let you go first. You can go first on the next one.
I mean, this is an easy one to tip here. I think Latrell's going to murder the entire Tigers squad. I'll say this game's in Tamworth, by the way.
Oh,
shout out to Tamworth.
The good people of Tamworth, country music.
Yeah,
stayed there once. I went and visited my cousin. Well, I didn't visit my cousin. My cousin got married, and on the way back was hectic floods through like the Port Macquarie area. Like it was raining really badly, so we had to come via Tamworth. I stayed at the Tamworth like Roadhouse something. Had an awful steak, very bad.
But I'm sorry to hear that, my friend.
They're known for their livestock, and I had a steak. It was real bad.
I see. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Rabbitohs by 20, I say.
That's fair. Maybe even more. Next game of the round, I think. Maybe let me have a look at these.
No.
Game of the round.
No, I know game of the round when I see one.
Yeah, actually, game of the round. Not till later. Not until slightly after this game.
I'll let you know when it comes up.
Okay, cool. Storm looking to bounce back, looking to lick their wounds. I think this game is 100% going to depend on who Jeff is going to pick. Who do you think Jeff is going to pick?
Well, okay. So this is going to let the cat out of the bag as to who I'm tipping. I think Jeff is going to be tipping the Storm in this game.
Okay.
Even though he's tipping the Storm, even though they've lost both their centers, Olam and Remus Smith. So they've got young Tonamapia and Marion Seve-Kalmanen, who will do a job, but they've also got Asafa Solomona out and Tarek Sims suspended. They get Elias Katoa back from his eye injury. Whereas the Eels, I think Sean Lane has just got a dislocated elbow, so Andrew Davies starts, who will do a job. So it might be the drugs talking, but I like Parramatta in this one. I'll say the Eels win at Marvel Stadium. Shout out to Thor by 6 points.
Yeah, that's not bad. You might make me flip on my Storm choice here. What do you think? Who do you think Ben would pick? Ben would pick Storm and then flip as soon as he heard what you said.
Yeah, but he doesn't watch these videos, so he'll stick with the Storm.
So I'll jump on the Eels as well. Let's go. I feel like I'm out. I'm out of the tipping comp. Like I'm fine. Whatever. Whatever, man. Whatever. I'm here to help the viewer. I'm here to give my opinion and try and help the viewer rise up the ranks. Don't listen to me. Next game we've got game of the round.
No.
Game of the round. Okay, we've got Raiders at home potentially, right? Against the Newcastle Knights. Knights are in good form here. I don't know if I can wholeheartedly pick two underdogs back to back in both the Eels and the Knights, but the Knights are looking red fucking hot right now. And I think if they can do that to the Storm, what's to stop them from doing it to the Raiders? I might pick the Knights here. What do you think?
Yeah. I think they've got a big chance after their big win over Melbourne. I think, was it a come from behind win against Melbourne?
I was pretty drunk. I think so. Maybe. It was close. It was pretty close the entire game. It wasn't like 30-0 and the Knights come back. The big come from behind was almost the Sharks. But yeah, I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Tell me in the comments.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Raiders had the same 17 that they almost came from behind to beat New Zealand as well. There's a few potential comebacks. Whereas Newcastle, they've lost Daniel Saifidi to a thigh strain, so his brother Jacob starts. As I said before, I think Newcastle definitely have a really good shot. I think this is probably on paper maybe one of, if not the closest game. But I'm going to say Canberra win because they've just been in generally better form this year. But I think it'll be very tight. I think they win by like 4 points.
It should be a terrific game. Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m. It'll be a fucking terrific game. Which brings us into maybe not so good a game. $2.80 for the Dragons is not enough. Is this your game of the round? This is not game of the round. No. Manly come back, have a famous win. They almost put the fucking Q in the rack in the second half and let the Sharks. The Sharks came back. The only thing that stood between the Sharks and victory was a touch judge calling a pass forward, which I think we all look at it. We know it's probably not forward, right? I've seen more forward passes go through in my life. I don't know. Even still, even if Manly hadn't won last week, I still like Manly for this one. Going to take the Bird Gang here. What about you?
Yeah, well, this is DCE's 300th game.
Got to get up for that.
Yeah, the old long-necked bastard.
Traitor.
So I think you'd think they probably get up for it, but they have lost Taniela Paseka to a knee injury for the rest of the year, looks like, and also Josh Aloiai is gone with a shoulder injury, so they've got Matt Lodge and Sipley starting in the front row, I think. Whereas the Dragons, I think they got a debutant by the name of Connor Mullisen, something like that. He's making his debut off the bench, but because I think he's coming in because Moses Zembai, one of your favorite players of years gone by, has been released to play overseas.
Bless him. He's old enough to go overseas, yeah.
Listen, we wish you all the best, Moses Zembai. You're getting paid too much.
Probably, yeah. And in that game on Thursday night last week, he came off the bench in the last 5 minutes. And basically all he did was go to dummy half, and whenever someone was getting up from a tackle, he'd just clap at them. Go back and look at the footage. He would just go, come on, let's go. You've been you've been on the bench for 60 minutes, Moses. Stop fucking clapping at me.
He's just, he's doing what he can, and that's trying to inspire.
Oh, you know what? You know who might be my least favorite player? I got to make a list.
Make a list.
Jack DeBell. He fucking sucks.
What did he do? I mean, recently.
He's just bad, I mean,
he's good at fantasy.
Worst player, Jack DeBellin. There we go. And he's just so ugly. He's just not a leader. He's a wimpy little. He's not wimpy.
We said earlier when we were talking about the Dally M's that they were to watch this episode, not previous ones, and now here you are. We're gonna lose our shot
again. Shitting all over the Dragons team.
You can't help yourself.
It's all right. They're gonna get relegated. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. But I think Manly. Let's say they say they get up a DC's 300th game, but I think again it might be a close one. I'll say 6 points. Manly win.
Usually, did Manly make the 8? Do you think?
No. I think it's basically a shootout from first to ninth. Whoever's in ninth, which I think it's the Rabbitohs. Yeah. I think they're the only one outside the 8 that has a shot.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, Sharks might fall out. Let's have a look at the Sharks draw. Speaking of, we've got the Penrith Panthers versus the Sharks at home. The Sharks, I'm not looking at the screen right now, but they're paying $6.70. Is that what the Sharks are paying right now?
Yeah, I mean, that just goes to show you fucking how head and shoulders above the Panthers are to every other team in this league. I think they're going
freakish.
They're going 3 in a row, and I think it was Gus Gould said recently this week on 100% Footy or one of those shows that he reckons they might win 5 or 6 in a row. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they did
5 or 6 prems
in a row.
Oh. Surely someone must do something about it. And did Gus Gould give himself the credit for that?
No, he didn't say it, but he said it with his eyes.
Yeah.
Another stat I saw recently was in the past, the Panthers have conceded less points than the Bulldogs had conceded in their last 5 games. For the Panthers, the entirety of the season, their defense is just, it's incredible.
It's immaculate. It's a thing of beauty.
It's immaculate.
What's your margin for this one?
Yeah, I think I'll say it'll be 13 plus, but I think it'll be just over 13 plus. I think it'll be 14.
It behooves you. I mean, you know me, I'm always gonna 13 is the maximum for your margin. You should not be going over the 13.
No,
it behooves you.
But the Panthers are the Panthers,
True.
And my margin's already so bad. So, but yeah, I mean, there's a couple changes for both these teams, but like it's nothing really that drastic. I can't see any team beating Penrith until finals, and likely not till next year. I think they just go undefeated because they've rested all their Origin players at different times. Cleary's had a rest. I think they're going to be brimming with seamen. So yeah, what's your margin?
13.
Oh,
If you think it's going to go overs, it's 13. That's the
gotcha.
ceiling. Do you think Panthers are going to do that thing they do in like round 27 and rest all their players and just have the resis come out? That's a
Oh,
bug.
there's all fly. I see that. Yeah. Yeah, no, because I think because they did a lot of restings during Origin, and I think the game after Origin they rest all their players. So they might rest a couple. Maybe I think Dylan Edwards. I don't think Dylan Edwards has had a rest yet.
Dildo hasn't had a
So
rest. That'll fuck my
yeah,
fantasy
they
team.
might put the Dildo back in the drawer for 1 week, but he'll be back ready to fuck next week.
That might be an episode title. Put the dildo back in the drawer for 1 week. That's true. That's pretty wordy.
It's pretty long. It's pretty long. It's pretty long, but I like it.
You never get them. Next game, we have got the Bulldogs at home versus the Dolphins. And I was looking at this game earlier today, and I was looking at the team list for the Doggies. They have got Kickout is back in, Sexton is back in, Fox is back in, Preston is back in. Liam Knight joins the Dogs. Is he going to start? I don't see him here. He's in the reserves, I think. Yeah, he's wearing 23, so I doubt he plays. But still, Doggy's more or less at full strength here, right? Dolphins going like a busted, as far as I'm aware. Dolphins have sort of like, they were fun at the start of the season, but we're not watching them anymore, right?
Yeah, the hype's died off a bit, and as long as when the losses came as well.
They had the bye last season. Sorry, fuck me. Last week. Yeah, the hype's died off. You're right. They're just getting pumped. Yeah, I'm looking at all their games. They're just getting fucking pumped. When's the last time they won a game? Against the Titans.
Yeah, everyone's been beating the Titans lately. The Titans is your getting back into form team.
Well, the Sharks are versing the Titans soon, so fingers crossed for Sharks fans. What do you think about this one, Matt? You go. You tell me.
Yeah, this is a tricky one. This game's in Bundaberg at Salter Oval. So shout out to Bundy.
Shout out to the people of Bundaberg.
Yeah, the good people of Bundaberg.
Your ginger beer sucks dick.
I'm quite partial to it.
The alcoholic one, not the standard one. Obviously, is perfect.
Yeah, it is the standard.
Yeah, but your alcoholic one is too sugary. Do something about it, please. And don't be like, I'm just from Bundaberg. I can't actually control the flavor of the alcoholic ginger beer. Like, what are you guys doing in that town other than that?
You could at least vote on it. I assume you guys vote on the ingredients to your...
Write a letter to your local member. I don't know. Minimum. Yeah. Bare minimum is all I'm asking.
Like, what else do you have to talk about up there?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kingaroy have peanuts. Bundaberg have ginger beer. Do you have any others?
No, I actually don't know any ginger beer brands.
Roma have punching their wives' heads in, leaving shit stains on the toilet.
Yep.
That's
it's on their flag.
It's on their flag.
Just a woman's head with just a fist going into the back of it.
Yeah. Uno mas.
Shout out to Roma.
Shout out to Roma. Uno mas. Who you got for this game?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, this game's in Bundaberg. But as you said, yeah, Dogs get all these guys back. But yeah, they've just been in terrible form. Sexton, I hope he comes up well after getting just destroyed by, was it Cobbo 2 weeks, just got sent to the Shadow Realm. For the Finns, the Hammer's back at fullback, so Nicarima goes to 5'8". I think Milford goes back to the bench. Valance, the House Tafares at center for this week. He'll be out next week, tends to be the case. But the big in for them is Marshall King back at hooker, who's been good this year. I think he's managing a shoulder injury. Some people were talking that maybe he wouldn't be back this season.
It's true. Here he is.
Looking at recent form, the Dogs have not won a game since round 12 when they beat, you guessed it, the Titans. And they've been in the news a lot this week about how they've gotten to where they are in the season, and all everyone's high hopes for them at the start of the year. Whereas the Dolphins, they're coming off the bye, and they're basically the home team in Bundaberg. So I say Dolphins win by 2 points.
Yeah, all right. I think I'm going to be contrary here, and I think I am going to take the Dogs. Yeah, I like the look of this Dogs team. I like Toby Sexton playing 7 there. I feel like it's a good spot for him. They're not going to win anything. They're trying to avoid the spoon. They're in 3rd place running for that spoon. And I think this is fine. I think this is maybe all the pieces coming together here, potentially.
Okay.
But I don't know.
All right.
Who fucking knows?
You're a bit of a Bulldogs apologist, though.
I am. I do like the Dogs. I like their nature of play.
Yeah, okay.
I like them. Last game of the round?
This is the game of the round.
Are you going to be at this one?
Yeah, I'll be at this one. Are you coming?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Probably.
You're thinking this one might be the one to skip?
Yeah. I wish I skipped last week. No, I had fun. The W team got up, which was nice.
Yeah.
Talia Fuimaono actually went off with a potentially season-ending injury in the first game, but she's fine now. The news came out today. She's fine, just a small ankle injury. It's fine.
Good, she's a gun. Yeah.
Shout out to...
You watched the game, yeah?
We watched the W game. Yeah, it was
Did
good.
You love it?
It was back and forth a lot, but yeah, it was good. It's a good time. They got the win. That's all I can ask.
I would have loved to have watched that. And
Destiny got a try. That was sick. I saw people walking around with the vintage style shirts with the players on them. They had a Destiny one. I was like, fuck, where do I get one of those?
That's a good one.
Yeah. Niche NRLW vintage shirts. That's what we need.
I want to get our girl that has 2 hyphens in her name. Actually, let me just double check whether she's playing this week or not. I'll swap to this. Oh, we're up against the Broncos this week.
At home?
At the Gabba on the Thursday night. Fuck, I'll put that on the TV. But yeah, fingers crossed we beat the Broncos. That would be an absolute dream come true.
It'd be fun for sure. So we don't get a W game this year, this round. Fuck, that sucks. It was good. I'm excited for the W.
But speaking of game of the round.
Yes, tell me about it. Local derby.
The local derby, Titans versus Broncos at Seabus Super Stadium on Sunday afternoon. Joe Stimson is back for our boys. He's on the edge. Well, no, I think he was on the bench last week. So Cleese Haas, he swapped with Cleese. Whereas for the Cows, Nanai's gone for 4 to 6 weeks with an AC joint, which I think is a shoulder injury. So they've got their rookie, which I believe his name is spelt Fuiaki. I'll go with Fuiaki.
First name's not easy either.
Yeah.
Kulekefu.
So he's coming on the edge. They've also got Sam McIntyre, former Titan, and Tanua Brown on the bench. So, I mean, just looking at form, I mean, this is the tale of 2 different teams, right? The Cows have won 6 straight games, charging up the ladder. The Titans have lost 4 straight now and have fallen into the bottom 4. Remember when we thought they may make the finals? Nah, no, sir.
They lost. No. They lost the easy games that I calculated them to win. They needed to beat the Dolphins and the Roosters and the Raiders. Those were the easy ones, guys. You know. Fuck, it's done now. It's me in the tipping comp. It's done.
Yeah, basically. So I mean, I cannot see our boys winning this unless the Cows get complacent. That's basically what we need. They're in such good form, the Cowboys. I'll say they go on with it here. I said the Cowboys win by 16 points. What about you?
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, at least for this game, I will come down, I think, and watch it. I've decided. Mm-hmm. Will that be 3 weeks in a row? I believe so. Will it be 3 weeks in a row? I think so. And I think I've tipped the Titans every game before this one. I tipped them against the Raiders, Dolphins.
Yeah. Is this the one you're going to just stick to your guns?
I'm just going to stick. just gonna stick to the Cowboys here. This is an easy one. I'm going in there with low expectations. It's Sunday afternoon, 4:05 p.m.
Yeah, let's just try to have fun.
Might get a little sauced up. We'll see. We'll see what happens with this one. But yeah, I'm going to take the Cowboys, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was 13 plus, to be honest. Cowboys looking to secure that spot in the top 8, and I'm happy for them. I'm happy for Cowboys fans.
I'm not.
Mark Jessup, shout out to you.
No, fuck the Cowboys. Yeah. They're boring.
They are boring.
They've not been playing boring. But yeah, they're boring. I just don't care for them. I'm sorry.
They are the Coke Zero of NRL teams.
Can you break that down for me?
They're boring. They're generic. They're very plain. Everything about them, even their color scheme, is a little bit plain. Was it like blue and silver? A little bit of yellow.
Coke Zero.
Yeah.
Or Coke No Sugar, you should say these days.
Well, yeah, Coke No Sugar.
I believe it's just red and black with just like the colors inversed from the normal Coke, isn't it?
No, not in like a marketing sense. I mean, just like in a flavor and general existence.
Oh, I see.
Sense, you know. Whereas like the Titans suck, so Titans are like Schweppes. What's the pink shit that people like?
Oh,
creaming soda. Yeah.
Yeah, Titans are creaming soda.
Or Pasito. Yeah. I know people like Pasito, but no. Panthers are like vanilla Coke, even though the Dolphins have the vanilla Coke thing. I'm going off of what I feel, a drink.
No,
not
I
marketing.
Totally agree with you. They are, and vanilla Coke is one of, if not the best.
Broncos, I mean, I just can't get past. Maybe their Bundaberg ginger beer, maybe.
It might be.
I hate them, but they're still good. What do we got? Who's Sprite?
Who is Sprite? I mean, which is a team which has been around for a long time, but they're just like they're a favorite with a lot of people. But anyone who tells you that Sprite's their favorite drink is just a boring white boy with no taste buds. I think there might be this in George Dragons.
Oh, no. Let us know in the comments down there who you think which team NRL is what drink, please.
Yeah. And you can just say one or two, you know. But I think Titans being creaming soda, it's like the team that or the drink that you would never like go out of your way to get. But if it's on the table, someone's like, "Do you want some creaming soda?" You say to yourself, "You know what? Yeah, when was the last time I had creaming soda? All right, give it to me."
Yeah. You sip and you're like, "Oh, 13 plus loss." Ugh, yuck.
I was like, "Oh, I mean, it's not." I mean, thank you, but I won't have another one.
I'm gonna fucking skim through some of your comments. Rugby league history. Is this a big one? He's got a long list of enemies. Let me tell you. Yes. I don't understand what like beef someone could have with a rugby league history channel. It's not like he's putting his opinion out there on shit and like making things. He's just history. It's fact.
I know. I don't know. Well, in his videos, right? And correct me if I'm wrong, rugby league history, but in your videos, you're very factual based. But in the comments, you must be starting some shit. You must be starting some shit in the comments because why would you have so many enemies?
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense, man. Well, we're a friend. And the enemy of my... Wait. No, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Not the enemy of my friend is my enemy.
I mean, doesn't it work both ways?
I guess it works both ways.
The friend of my enemy is my friend.
Let's see.
Yeah, that makes sense, right?
While we're on him, let's see run-ins and rivalries with a bunch of people. A lot of these people... How many of these made up? Okay. Hayden Oddie, Patrick Nand, Wobblin' Jaw Sports, Lorenzo Vids.
Wait, what was that last one? Lorenzo Vids?
Pro Enzo. Wobblin' Jaw Sports. That's
not bad.
That's not real. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Did you see that? Fuck. Sorry,
You
cut this out. Yeah, no, I remember this in that screenshot I showed you of Nick from Australia apologizing for past transactions. There's a comment in there where he mentions, fuck, I can't find it. He mentions an association of amateur
Yeah, the
YouTubers.
CLPA or something.
Yes, and I commented, I was like, how do we get into this? How do you join the CLPA?
Is that what it is? It's for YouTube content creators.
Yeah, it must be. I don't know.
When you
trying to
put that in there,
spread positive vibes. Yeah.
When you put that in there, I did like a quick like Google search, like CLPA, CLP, NRL.
I couldn't find anything either.
I couldn't find anything. Yeah.
Yeah. We got to join. It's like that movie Bones. We got to figure out a way to join.
Wait. No, I'm thinking of the Lovely Bones.
Lovely Bones.
Yeah. No, the Lovely Bones. You know when that little girl gets raped and killed. I'm cutting all this out.
Yeah. No, Bones Joshua Jackson romp where he goes to hang on, let me see. He goes to like Harvard or something. The Skulls. I'm thinking of the Skulls.
Oh, because yeah, Bones is that TV show where they do like forensic investigating.
I know what Bones is.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I wish we could keep this in. It wouldn't make sense with any. I'm just gonna leave it
Pierce, in. You leave it in.
I'm just gonna leave it in.
William Pearson says Mike Acevo was suspended for 4 weeks.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Thanks for letting us know. But we recorded on Judiciary Night.
That's true. And we rarely look. Is anyone at the Judiciary tonight?
Dude, I'm so out of the loop.
I have no idea.
I know it looks like I'm researched, but this is light research for me.
Yeah, no, I barely researched. I expected. I almost gave Ben the task of looking up the news because I was so unprepared.
Yeah.
But I got there. What have we got? Harry wrote good post-credit scene, which I agree. Very good.
Oh, yeah.
Did you do that during the show, or did you just do that afterwards? I can't remember.
I did that during the show, but I was going through and editing it, and I was like, that's weird. I'll just chuck that at the end. But I thought we're gonna have to do more post-credit sequences. There's a fun little Easter egg for the fans if you stay to the end of the credits.
It's true.
Setting up for future episodes. You know what I mean?
Future episodic universe. Yeah.
Putting together a team.
Mike cock's so small. I laughed when I read that the first time. Mike cock's so small says, got to put into consideration that it may rain and the Wars are 0-2 in wet weather games. You know what? I've taken that consideration. I've taken it on board. I've disregarded it. I didn't need it.
We've thrown it. I got the job done.
The Wars get the job done. Thank you, Sean Johnson. And you're going to have to explain to me this comment. History of Football writes, just the tip is proudly brought to you by Temu. I'm shopping like a billionaire with Temu. What's Temu?
Isn't it like a cheap clothing store, like a Wish.com type thing? That's what I thought it was.
Ooh, $6.75 Vipers, Pit Vipers. Fuck yeah. Back to school Pit Vipers.
Wait, is it in the fucking snake?
No, the sunglasses.
Oh, sorry. I'm so old. I don't know what sunnies are.
Dude, this catalog is no rhyme or reason. What is this? What is this? A beard waterproof shaving cloth? What the fuck?
For some reason, $6 snakes made me giggle. I don't know why I'm so cooked.
There's some cheap shit here. Guaranteed none of this works.
Yeah. Cheap stuff. It's like, was it the Australian Wish?
Is this the sort of shit that Ben would buy and flip full price?
Yeah. I'm still waiting for him to start his AI generated T-shirt company.
Oh my god! Hurry up! I need to buy them.
Yeah.
Glow in the dark drumsticks. That's what he needs. Like
glow. I tell you what, we need to create is lube which glows. Not in the dick. When you put it inside
you
of
put
her,
it in your dick.
When you put it in darkness, they boom. So it's lube. That's when it's in the darkness. It's glow in the dark lube.
It should.
Right?
It flies back.
Oh, it flies back. This episode's cursed.
It should be glow in the dark lube, but it's kind of like when you write a secret letter with lemon juice and with friction. The more friction, the brighter it gets.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, friction. Yeah, I agree. That's a great idea.
If only we had some sort of savvy businessman here to help us with this.
Yeah.
Someone who's
yeah.
been through the ringer. Son of a bitch.
Do we have any more comments?
No, I think that was it.
Okay. Thank you for everyone for commenting. As you guys know, we read out nearly all, usually all of our comments on the video. So if you want to just like say some shit and have it on YouTube, this is the place to be.
I'm looking up, what is that? Wobbling Jaw Sports.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
also, like, if you guys want to be mean and just like shit talk us specifically, you can totally
Dude,
do it. We have no shame.
I can take it.
We
Like,
can both take it. We've got thick skin.
I can't imagine that anything oh my God, Wobbling Jaw Sports has a message to BKR Sport. Oh no, I think this is friendly banter.
Oh, okay.
God. Let's get involved. Let's get fucking knee deep in this YouTube
Yeah.
drama.
I would love to. Here's a hypothetical for you.
Yeah, please.
Here's a hypothetical, and it's just on the subject of the comments.
Mhm.
Do you think there is something someone could comment that would actually upset you?
Yeah, I think so. I don't want to say no. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
But it would have to be so personal. It would have to be such a personal attack.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what it would be, but that would it would have to be personal and vicious. But
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it could be.
Yeah. I mean, the only way it would happen is if someone we knew, but maybe it was like maybe a jilted former ex-lover or something like that came on
Yeah.
and be like and started spreading some like very specific secrets about you. But just like your average Joe run-of-the-mill, what's his name? My cock so small on the YouTube. He doesn't know anything about us. So the worst anyone could say, probably say, "Oh, you guys are bad rugby league analysts. You never played a game of rugby league in your life. You don't know what you're talking
I played
about."
too.
And listen, if you said that, you'd be 100% correct.
Yeah, like you can't make fun of us for things that are correct.
Yeah,
you got to come with us. You got to put a little bit of correctness in it, but like warp it. I guess it would be my advice to you for coming after me.
yeah, yeah.
Do
Okay.
you think someone could offend you in the comments?
Yeah, as I said, it would have to be like super personal and specific. It would have to be something which I maybe told someone in confidence and said, "You can never tell anyone this," and then they said it. That'd be the only.
Yeah.
I think that'd be the only thing. Like
Yeah.
you could call me ugly, you could call me dumb, you could say my voice is weird, you could say my nose is big, you could, say that my brick wall is pretentious. Like I don't care. I could honestly say all those things,
Yeah.
please,
Yeah.
in one comment.
Get them all in there. Yeah.
Your brick wall is pretentious.
Do you think Ben would ever be offended by a comment?
Oh. What a good way to end. Should we do a thumbnail?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All right. Let me just put this on my head.
Yeah. Oh shit. I don't know, man. I never know what to do anymore. Pick one of these.
Yeah, that'll do. I'm
Pick
low
one
energy.
of those, man. Yeah.
Do you want to take us out?
Yeah, I'll take us out. Thank you everybody for joining us for another episode of Suck My Dick. Thank you for leaving a comment. Thank you for watching. Thank you for making last week the biggest episode we've ever done. It's really proud. I'm not gonna purchase these other two cunts at dinner until we get to 1,000. So as happy as I am with last week, we got more grinding to do. And thank you so much for joining us again. Go fuck yourself, I guess. Yeah. Enjoy your chapstick. Enjoy your Splendors responsibly.
Goodbye, all.
Goodbye, all. Love you.
Because yeah, Bones is that TV show where they do like forensic investigating.
I know what Bones is.